Hi, I'm Sandra Wilborn, and I'm here to help you work with your young readers at home. I have a question here from a parent. I want to help my child learn new words while we are reading aloud. What is the best way to do that? First, I'd like to say I'm so excited to hear that you're spending time reading with your child. Reading aloud is a great way to learn new words. During reading aloud to your child will probably pick up on some words incidentally on his or her own as you read. But as you read, you can also stop and elaborate on a few words that you think that your child may not know. And you can provide an explanation or a demonstration. For example, if you came across the word collapsed in a story, you might say, let's read that sentence again. The bridge collapsed. Then say, collapse means to fall down suddenly. Collapse is a verb. It's an action word. Now let's listen to these sentences using the word collapse. Strong winds can cause a house to collapse. Yesterday, when I finished running, I was so tired I collapsed on my bed. Then you might ask your child, what's the word again? And they would say, collapsed. And then ask them, what does collapsed mean? And you would hope they would say, it means to fall suddenly. What I just demonstrated would give your child an initial connection with the word. But in order for your child to become really familiar with the word, that means you will need to provide opportunities for your child to use that word over and over so he can develop a deeper knowledge of the word. So for example, in the coming weeks after reading this story, you might try to use those words in a sentence. So for example, while playing with the blocks, you might say, how can we keep these blocks from collapsing? Or after taking the dog out for a walk or a run, you might say, Quincy is so tired, he collapsed on the floor. Other opportunities for your child to become familiar with that word could be to repeat the reading of this same story or other stories that has that word. The more exposures, the better. These exposures will help your child move from, I've never heard of that word, to, that word sounds familiar, or to lastly, I know that word and I know how to use it. So continue to read to your child every day. And thank you for your questions. If you have any more questions, please send them my way. And please take care.
For more information about teaching reading, please visit www.readingrockets.org. Reading SOS is produced through a partnership of the National Education Association and WETA.